Hi, my name is Dr. Ruthie or Dr. Ruth Newstifter if you want to be formal. I'm a professional sexuality educator. You can find me at exploringintimacy.com. But today I am here thanks to the great folks at funwares.com answering your questions about sex and relationships. So make sure you head over there and say hi to them for me. Here is a question that came in by email. And this guy, judging from the name at the end, says, Dear Dr. Ruthie, I've been watching your videos. Thank you. I'm glad to hear it. And I see that you do not like people who use numbing products, either anally or on their penises. What's the problem with this, and why aren't they working for me? This is a really good set of questions. So let's start from the beginning and do a little recap on how I feel about different kind of numbing products in general and why, and then I'll get to your question, which is, well, the first part of the question is why I don't like it, so we'll get to that. And then the second part is why aren't they working for you, so we'll get to that too. So there are different products out there that are made to kind of deaden the nerves, anally or orally, and they're different products for the two, I assume, I hope. And they're there that are supposed to make it easier for somebody to engage in anal penetration or to do deep throating, like deep throat spray and stuff is supposed to kind of deaden the nerves in your throat. So what's important to know is that these nerves that are in your anus or in your throat that, make you tense up or make something hurt or make you gag when you may not want to, they're not just there to ruin your fun. Their purpose is not to ruin fun at all. Their purpose is to let you know when there's a problem, so you don't want to tell them to be quiet and go away. Promise, they weren't put there to ruin your fun or to nag you. They're there to let you know important things about your body that you need to know. So when you basically hang up the phone on them, you're not getting messages that you need to have. So people will say, well, anal play always hurts, and there's nothing you can do about that. That's not really true. Anal play, depending on the person, can always be intense, might always come with a feeling of like, whoa, hang on a minute here, we need to slow down, which means, hang on a minute here, we need to slow down. Or, may even come with like a little twin sensation that means, hold still, I need to acclimatize to this penetration, which means, hold still, I need to get used to this penetration. The messages are exactly what it feels like. It's not, hey, this is an annoying set of nerves here that you need to make be quiet. That's not what that message is supposed to be. So when we don't listen to those messages, what happens is when our body is to the point where it says, whoa, you're about to cause a tear in some tissue. You want to get that message, don't you? I know I sure would before that happens. So that's why we need those nerves to be intact. The other thing is that there's this notion that our body has to be sex and penetration ready on a moment's notice. And with these sprays that get rid of the pain sensations, the warning sensations from our body, then we can, live up to that fantasy of just being ready on a moment's notice like that. And you know what? There may be some bodies that are like that some of the time. But generally speaking, our bodies need to be warmed up, well lubricated, especially anally, and not asked to do too much too soon. And in some cases, not asked to do too much at all. And so we need to have those natural warning things in place. So when we use those sprays, we put our bodies at risk for harm and, and for feeling it later. Now, do people use those sprays and end up not harming themselves? Sure. If everybody hurt themselves every time they use those products would not be around anymore, most likely. But a decent number of people do hurt themselves when they use those products because they can't get the messages, thus they can't communicate with their body the way they need to. So don't take the risk, and also don't send yourself that message to your own body that you're not worth going at a pace that's happy, healthy, and pleasurable for you without chemicals. Now, when it comes to the oral throat spray, I really worry about this too because there's a lot you can damage in either place. I mean, seriously, you need to be gentle with yourself. And there is a lot of, I'm fine with porn. I don't have an issue with porn or the porn industry, but there is a lot of porn out there that's for entertainment value only and is not made to be emulated. And lately I'm hearing from a lot of people that really want to emulate the super rough, super deep oral sex with their partners, and that's not necessarily good for your body. It's not even necessarily good for the body of the actors and actresses involved, but I'll let them decide what to do with their bodies. And you can decide what to do with yours, but that's my advice, is to recognize that some stuff is basically, done by a professional and not to be impersonated from television. So that's why I don't like these particular products. They increase the risk of damage, and they also are used sending an unrealistic message to your body about sexual expectations. Now, why aren't they working for you? Well, without any more detail, it's hard for me to know. One of the types of emails I've been getting lately is from guys who are using delay spray, and that's what's not working for them, so I'll go ahead and go in that direction. Delay spray basically deadens the nerves on the skin of the penis to make it to make sex last longer before ejaculation. So there's a couple of reasons. One, it could just be not not delaying the not deadening the nerves enough. It could be that you're ejaculating at a perfectly reasonable, period of time and pace, and you're asking your body to do something that is kind of unreasonable. It could be that the keys to your orgasm are not just physical stimulation of your penis, but are also how turned on you are mentally and the stimulation you're getting in other areas of your body too. So all of these things combine, along with lots of other factors, to decide how fast you're going to orgasm when you're with your partner. Things that would be more effective for you could include getting off, like taking care of yourself in advance of when you're with your partner. So get to know your body in your refractory period, so how long it takes you to be able to get erect and want to have sex again, and then rub one out far enough in advance that you're good to go when you get with your sweetie. Other things can involve, making sure that your partner is having their orgasms first and all the ways they love to have them, with toys and hands and mouths and all sorts of good stuff. And then when it's your time to orgasm, there's less pressure for you to last an amount of time that may be unrealistic. You can also look at some of the videos I've used about, or that I've created about masturbating for stamina, and look at different things like that to help build your stamina, and then you can both have sex longer too. So, I'm Dr. Ruthie, and I hope that all of this information is useful for you, and to remember that our bodies are wise and we should listen to what they tell us. And if they're telling you to slow down and take it easy and pace yourself more adequately, then that just means that you get to have sex for a longer period of time. That's awesome. If your body is saying, I don't want to wait any longer, then definitely find other stuff to add to your sexual repertoire so you can enjoy those thoughts and feelings too. I'm Dr. Ruthie, and I will see you at the next video.